Hello, and welcome back to Conspiracies Gaming. My name is Ben, and today we're going to continue on with Ever17. So last time out, there's a blackout, and we decided to set out to see if we could fix the problem. So we wound up in front of the generator room, and it looks like it's probably full of hot steam, so we've got to try to vent the steam before we can go in. So yeah, let's just pick it up here. So, and of course, obviously, we're going to go help you. I'll help you. Okay, in that case, Sarah and I will hold down the fort here. Can't complain about that, right? Okay. Alright, self-explanatory. Jeez, damn if I do, damn if I don't. It seemed that Takeshi was oblivious to his disturbing dream the night before. I figured that he was concerned about you in her own way. Like when she had you carry the heavy toolbox. Maybe it's her way of saying rest a bit or take it easy. You think so? It's a pretty generous interpretation, I'd say. Yeah, I'll agree with him on that one. Oh well, in that case, I guess Sarah and I will just have to sit back and relax together. Takeshi tried to pat Sarah on the shoulder, but she dodged the advance. Oh, you probably don't want to do that. Yeah, she's like a weird ninja or something. Huh? Yep, there you go. I'm a licensed Iga ninja. What's that? It means if you value your life, you better stay back. So, kid, should we get going? Yeah. You and I left the increasingly tense atmosphere behind. The room was covered in a massive web of pipes. The pipes continued into the adjacent generator room. It seemed that by opening and closing the valves, the water and oil pressure could be adjusted. Normally, Lemmy is responsible for maintaining the generator room, but even Lemmy can't do much when the generator itself goes out. Anyhow, this is all because the power supply is down. This room is designed so that maintenance can be performed manually at times like this or during blackouts. That was what you told me. You selected one pipe from the countless rows and instructed me to close its valve. As ordered, I turned the valve around and around. Hey, you? I said this as I was closing the valve. What? It's about the girl from yesterday. Yesterday? You mean the 7th survivor you said you saw? Yeah. You're sure your eyes were playing tricks on you? I'm positive these eyes saw her. And Andy talked to her, so... Maybe you've got some kind of eye disease. Disease? I'm kidding, it's a joke. Why do you always take everything so seriously? Enough already. Alright. I'll listen to your stories of unidentified survivors later. Right now, we have to work. Finally, the valve is completely shut. That should do it. Can we talk now? Let's get back to Takeshi and Sarah. You took off from the room as if she were a fugitive on the run. I was left in the room alone. I felt an unclear mess of feelings stewing inside my mind. With this, we should be able to shut off the hot water flowing to the generator room. Even so, on the other side of the door, it was still hot enough to scald. The four of us waited outside the generator room until we could be sure the temperature inside had cooled enough. When we thought the time had come, we timidly opened the door. It was like opening the door to a steam bath. A cloud of steam hissed out of the door. The heat inside just about defied imagination. The air in the steam-filled room was heavy and stuck to the skin. Inhaling felt like swallowing globs of sticky hot steam. Takeshi was opening and closing his mouth like a fish out of water. Isn't it hard to breathe? Stop pointing at the obvious. Talking about it just makes it worse. Nakyo, let's just do what we have to do and get out of here. Alright, let's divide up what we have to do and be efficient about this. I'll be here. Takeshi, can I get you over there? Kid, I want you to... And so we got to work fixing the generator. Takeshi and Yu did the bulk of the work. There wasn't much for Sarah and me to do because we were helpless when it came to machines. Takeshi and Sarah were working together on the other side of the generator. Yu was doing battle with the machine, and depending on my flashlight wielding skills, with nothing much to do, my mind started wandering. And of course, it led right to the girl that disappeared. I just couldn't believe that I'd imagined the whole thing. Hey, you know, I've thought a lot about it. What? About the girl. What? You still stuck on that? Just listen. Maybe that girl, maybe she's a ghost. Huh? You gave me a fed up look, shook her head, and went back to work. That's gotta be it. That would explain why the numbers changed so regularly and why she vanished all of a sudden. Well, if she's a ghost, the computer wouldn't pick her up because she's not a living being. Oh, that's stupid. Listen, I'm serious. No. If you're talking about something serious, I would take you serious. But I'm not listening seriously to something like this. Stupidity is contagious. It's like multiplication of positives and minuses. A positive times positive is positive. But a minus times a plus is a negative. So, would you pass me that minus-like screwdriver, would you? I suppressed my anger and put the flathead screwdriver in his hand. Okay, then you don't have to listen seriously. Just listen to me stupidly. What's that mean? Listen stupidly. It's multiplication, right? Minus times a minus is a plus, right? I see. Alright then, I'll listen to the stupid stuff you guys say until I finish screwing in these screws. So, what is it you're dying to say? It's about the girl that disappeared. If she were a ghost... Yeah, hold on. Now, do you really believe in ghosts? I wouldn't say believe, but I believe in the possibility. Zero. That's what possibility there is. 0.0000000000000000001% maybe. How do you know? You sighed and started turning the next screw. Listen, ghost stories now and forever almost all made up. They're just fiction with the goal of entertaining people. But haven't you ever felt somebody's eyes on you when you were in a room all alone? Eyes? Yeah, like someone was watching from behind. You mean your mom? I'm being serious. Never mind. Things like that are just your imagination. A product of an overzealous mind, an illusion spawned by the mental state of the person. You mean my mind's playing tricks on me?
平たく言えばそうね。
To be perfectly blunt, yes.
UFO とかカッパもそうだけど、人間っていうのは想像することが好きなの。
UFOs and goblins are the same thing. People like to imagine stuff.
この想像力のおかげで人間はここまで進化してこれたわけだけど、ある意味においてはものすごく厄介な能力なのよね。
Thanks to the power of imagination, people are able to evolve to where we are, but it's kind of a curse too.
行き過ぎると妄想と現実とがごっちゃになっちゃう。
Taken extremes, there is no distinguishing between reality and illusions.
幽霊の正体見たり枯れ尾花。
When you turn on the lights, ghost is only a shirt on a chair.
怖がったり興味のある人には何にでも変化しちゃうの。
People who want to be scared see what they want.
いるいると思い込んでいれば、ありえないものだって存在するように感じてしまうわけだし。
If you really want to believe that something exists, even if it doesn't, then you still feel that it does.
怖い怖いと怖がっていれば、何でもないものだってそれっぽく見えてしまうもんよ。
If you're scared of something, you'll scare yourself even if there's nothing there. We're just gonna keep arguing. What about Kanashibari? How do you explain that?
金縛り？
Kanashibari? When you wake up and you can't move. Oh, sleep paralysis, okay. Is that just a person's mind too?
それはきっと縛られたんだよ。寝てる間にね。
Alright, that's a dumb explanation. And they probably can't move because somebody tied them up when they were asleep. Ooh.
SM 好きの恋人に。
So messing them freak. As if that could happen.
というのは冗談ね。
I'm kidding.
金縛りってのは体は眠っているのに脳は起きている状態のことよ。
You're talking about when your body is still asleep but your mind's awake.
だから意識はあっても体は動かないの。
So even though you're conscious, your body won't move. What about the people that say they wake up saw ghosts on top of them?
それは目を開いたと思い込んでるだけで本当は夢を見てるの。
They think their eyes are open, but it's really just a dream.
脳は活発に動いてる上に体が思うように動かないっていう恐怖心があるわけだから、その2つが重なって
Because the brain is fully awake and the body won't do what it's told, the person feels fear. These two things happen at the same
い
time.
かにも突飛な夢らしい夢をはっきり現実に見たと思ってしまうわけ。
So even the most incredible dream seems like reality.
さっきも言ったでしょ。強く強く思い込むことで現実なんてものは簡単に歪められてしまうの。
I just told you, right? If you really, really believe something, then even reality seems like an illusion.
その顔まだ納得できないって感じね。
So, doesn't look like you're convinced. You can't convince me. I know I saw her. At least I saw something.
まさか僕には霊感があるんだとか言い出さないよね。
Don't go tell me you have special powers to see spirits or anything either.
ちょっとマジ？言い出すつもり？
You're not gonna say it, right?
わかったわかった。
Alright, alright.
でも突然薄桃色のエクトプラズムとか吐き出したりしないでね。
Nice reference. But no spinning your head around 360 degrees or spewing out ectoplasmic goo, alright?
あとそれからここでは奨励行為も禁止。
No supernatural tricks or channeling spirits either.
ポルターガイストとか起こったらせっかく止めたネジが外れちゃうかもしれないから。
Because if a poltergeist gets loose around here, the screws I just put in could fall out. For not believing this stuff, you sure know a lot about it.
信じてないから詳しいの。
Yeah, it's because I don't believe in it that I know a
私
lot.
の知識は防御のためにあるんじゃない。
My knowledge is not for defensive
攻
purposes.
撃のためにあるのよ。
It's for offensive ones. Huh?
つまり幽霊とか超能力とか UFO とかそういうオカルトを信じきっちゃってあっちの世界に行っちゃってる人いるでしょ。
I mean, there are those people that swear by ghosts, the supernatural, UFOs, and that occult stuff. They're completely loony.
私の知識は彼らをギャフンと言わせるためにあるの。
My knowledge is so I can take them down when I meet them.
論破するために敵の情報を仕入れてるってわけ。
I've stocked up on enemy information for my verbal
大
assaults.
学で考古学を専攻したのもそのためなんだから。
That's the reason I majored in archaeology. That's a really weird reason to major in archaeology, but okay. Archaeology? Archaeology. I thought that was about digging, looking for artifacts, ruins, and deciphering ancient letters, that kind of stuff, right? Well, maybe. You studying archaeology, it just didn't click. So what are you studying? I'm not doing anything that big. I'm still a freshman, so I'm only taking basic stuff. I just listened to Professor's lecture and go on excavation surveys. I'm still getting the fundamentals of what is archaeology pounded in my head. Oh, that reminds me, speaking of archaeology, have you ever heard of the continent Lemuria? It seems like it's the origin of Lemuria's name. Have I heard of it? I know so much about it, makes me nuts. Lemuria is a phantom continent that is said to have existed from 200 million to 50 million years BC. On it thrived advanced civilization as more advanced than we have today, but overnight it just slipped down to the bottom of the ocean. You recited enough stuff fluently. It sounds like she's reading from a textbook. Advanced civilization overnight, huh? That sounds just like... There are some scholars that contend this continent was the origin of mankind. But what could they be talking about? That could never happen. Yeah, it's kind of a weird, dumb idea. You don't believe it? Yeah, of course not. Archaeologically and geologically, the idea has no basis. The more real research is conducted, the more the theory is shot full of holes. There's no longer a legitimate field of study. Huh, is that right? Reality is different than a fairy tale. Religion is like that too. Any and all those mysterious things people get all worked up about, they're mostly all make-believe. They're all impossible to prove, so who cares what they say? That's the philosophy behind it. I thought that maybe precisely because there was no evidence for or against that, what people said was actually back to meaning. I feel like that because those words were the only foothold, they're the only way to really nail down reality. Yeah, just because you say something's real doesn't make it real. I don't know. I absolutely thought about this for a minute. This screw is really tight. Let me try. We switch places, and I try twisting the screw into place. I'm beat. My shoulders are stiff and everything. You twist and stretch. Your back popped loudly. Hey, you know what we were just talking about? What was that? Oh, Lemuria? Yeah. Kid, you're not one of those people that get all into these stories, are you? I don't know about that, but since we've got time to kill, just humor me. I mean, to be fair, he doesn't remember anything about himself, so he could be a weird conspiracy nut. Alright, what is it? Okay, I wonder if Lemuria angered God, and he sent to the bottom of the ocean. That's an even dumber idea. I mean, if the people of Lemuria had such an advanced civilization, maybe God struck them down for their pride or something. Huh? You? I don't think her brain's quite able to process the stupidity of that statement. Hello? Yep, that's exactly what's going on.
This is bad. Danger! Danger! I'm putting myself in danger being dragged into lunacy with you. Stupid, stupid. Yeah, alright, I should be fine now. Okay, I see what you're saying. You're saying it's like the Tower of Babel, right?
Tower of Babel?
In the Old Testament Genesis, there's a story about this tower. In it, people are so proud of their achievements that they built this super high tower, this massive structure almost reaches heaven.
That is, you know, that structure was totally way smaller than buildings we have now, but it's okay. It's still super massive.
But God was angered by the behavior. God said, I'll bring down their pride together with the trickery of their hands. They are impudent. So God took it upon himself to destroy the tower, and the building stopped, and people spread to all corners of the earth. That's the story of the Tower of Babel.
It's a really terrible explanation for the origin of human language. Or the differences in human language, I guess I should say. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I nodded without stopping my work.
That would have to be the work of a god like Shiva.
Shiva?
The god of destruction and creation. One of the main three Hindu gods. He has more than 1,000 names, 4 arms, 4 faces, and 3 eyes. He destroys the world for purposes of creation. The destruction is so thorough that in it is contained the seeds or possibility of the next generation.
Kind of like starting from square one is better than fixing something halfway?
I mean, probably something like that. So, if the Myriad pissed off a god enough to sink it into the ocean, then that god probably would have demolished it.
Oh, I see. The god that would purge the world of filth by destroying it. The god that damaged people drunk with pride and forced rebirth.
Look, you're slowing down. Hurry up and finish up.
I'm already done. I finished putting in all the screws.
Next, tighten those bolts.
I handed the screwdriver to her and took the wrench. Somewhere along the line, I had been put in charge of the work. When you pointed the flashlight near me, I saw 3 bolts in the shape of a triangle. Did you see that Shiva has 3 eyes?
Yep.
That means I put the wrench between my eyebrows. And I have another eye right here then, right?
That's right. The light from that 3rd eye burns all in the world, purifying it.
Wow, that sounds pretty cool. I said that as I tightened the top bolt. But I bet a visit to the optometrist would be a pain.
You'd have to buy another lens, so the optometrist would love it.
I thought to myself making the custom frame is what would cost a fortune, but I didn't dare say it.
That's enough of that. But the idea of a 3rd eye is not limited to Shiva. It also exists in the world of Buddhism and yoga.
霊の知覚、未来視、過去視。
Clairvoyance, telescopic vision, ghost sense, the gift of the prophet, the power of seeing the past and future.
神がかり的な力の源であったり、あるいは厳しい修行の末に習得できる超能力だったり、諸説いろいろあるんだけど、それらに共通して言えることは、
There are a lot of explanations behind it. Some say it's a gift from the gods, others that you can acquire it from intensive training. But what they all have in common is...
When the third eye opens, true wisdom is apparent and all becomes visible.
言うなれば人知を超えた存在、超人の象徴ってわけ。
They all have something to do with transcending the realm of the human, becoming superhuman somehow.
Real wisdom. Learning that, I turned to face the bolt again. If I had that, I'd be able to get my memory back. Yeah, right. If there really is such a thing, I want one.
って第三の目を
You want what, a third eye?
Yeah, if I had one, maybe I could see my past, and maybe I know who that girl is. Anyway, I'd like to see what it's like.
見たいの？
You want to see?
Yeah, maybe I could see something. If you want to see, then maybe you should shut up and finish fixing the generator.
じゃあ見せてあげようか。
Shall I give you a look then?
What? I looked up, and there was Yu's face. When did she get so close? We were at a distance where we could just about feel each other's breath. The tips of our noses just about touched. That's how close her face was. You?
見たいんでしょ？
You want to see, right?
You stared me in the eye as she said this. I couldn't speak. My legs shook. My heart was beating as fast as it would go. It felt like it would jump right out of my chest.
ほら、よーく見て。
Now take a good look.
You lifted up her bangs and placed your finger on her
こ
forehead.
こにあるでしょ？
Right here, isn't it?
第三の目が。
The third eye.
On Yu's face, there was nothing. All I could think about was her nice skin and sweet smell. You grabbed your stomach laughing. Huh? What?
冗談だぴょー。
It's a joke, a joke, a joke.
What?
おかしすぎるよ。
That was too funny.
ここまでもろに引っかかってくれるなんて君最高だよ。
Who else would take that completely seriously? You're the best.
You're so mean, you. You tease me even though you know how serious I am.
ごめん。少年がまたしても変なこと言い出すからちょっぴりいたずら心が芽生えちゃって。
Sorry, I'm so sorry. But you keep saying one bizarre thing after another, so I just couldn't help playing a joke on you.
それにね、あながち嘘でもなかったりするんだよね。
Besides, what I said wasn't really a lie anyway.
Saying that, you pointed to her forehead again. What do you mean? I wondered why we had two eyes. Common knowledge had it that physically two eyes were enough for gauging the distance to point or focusing on something. But what would it be like if we really used to have three eyes? Actually, animal ancestors of vertebrates had three eyes. Early species of primitive reptiles, like the tuatara lizard that still has a third eye on top of its head. The third eye. The organ has a similar function to the eyeball and lies on top of the head. This organ would be sensitive to the light of the outside world and control internal hormone secretion and balance based on light. An eye on the crest of one's head would stare straight up. It seems safe to say that it would sense the difference in light between day and night. A right eye, a left eye, and one above. An eye on the top of the head to stare at the sky. Only we people and higher vertebrates had lost the third eye over a long process of evolution. It had been covered over by the cerebrum. We lost the ability to sense light directly. Therefore, we had two light-sensitive eyeballs, one on each side instead. This lost third eye was called the pineal body. This had functioned in the brain for eons, was responsible for secreting hormones to help carve out our 24-hour rhythm. What we called our internal clocks existed because of this pineal body. That was essentially the rundown that you gave me as I was tightening the
つま
bolts.
り第三の目って言っても人体科学的な意味で考えると何のことはないの。
So the third eye, in terms of human anatomical science, is really no big deal.
退化した器官の一つ
just an organ we lost to evolution.
You mean like an appendix or the webbing between fingers?
そういうこと。
Yeah, that's exactly what I mean.
I finished with the bolt.
オッケー。それでこっちの作業は完了だよ。
Okay, well then our work is done.
疲れた。
I'm tired.
You stretched as she said this. I put both hands on my waist and stretched. We're both drenched in sweat. Hey, I was wondering.
What?
So that occult stuff that you were just telling me about is for offensive purposes too?
そうね。あれは攻撃のためでも防御のためでもなく、
Well, it's not really for offensive or defensive use.
何の役にも立たない無駄な知識ね。
It's just a load of useless knowledge.
なのに捨てようと思っても捨てられない。
Still, I can't very much throw it away.
多分頭の根っこのとこにしっかりと溶接されちゃってるんだと思う。
Maybe it's completely rooted itself into my brain.
But you planted it there yourself, right?
とんでもない。
No way.
犯人は母親よ。
My mom's the guilty one.
Your mom?
そう。私のお母さん、考古学の研究者なの。
Yes, my mom's an archaeology researcher.
主に第三視点とかいう古い概念のことを専門にしてるらしいんだけど、
Apparently, she's an expert in the ancient concept of the third
と
eye.
にかくちっちゃな頃からそれ関連の話を子守歌代わりに聞かされ続けてきたのよ。
Anyway, when I was little, instead of lullabies, she told me all these third eye stories.
Wow, that's not completely weird at all. The third eye. How about that? I wonder if the third eye could be related to something. I thought I would ask about possible connections, but my mind and body were completely drained. Oh well, I'll save it for next time.
考古学なんて大っ嫌いだったのに、
I used to hate archaeology.
You sighed as she said this.
気がついたらいつの間にか考古学のある学部に進学してた。
But one day, I just woke up and found myself in the archaeology department.
Like mother, like daughter?
そんな生優しいもんじゃないと思う。
It's not that simple.
Yu's shoulders slumped and she let go a deep sigh again.
これはある種の呪いよ。
It's like some kind of curse.
Awesome. Alright. Well, that feels like as good a place as any to go and call for today. So, as always, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you all next time.